Tonight, on This Week in NASCAR Special Edition, Texas goes nuclear with a half hour of Radioactive. Hear the best scanner from the race.
Back there looking like a chump.
Yeah, where'd he come from?
Old Darrell Waltrip never talks to us on the radio anymore.
And go in depth with the 55 team.
You're filtering it from your rear end up till it comes out of your mouth.
Don't worry, Mikey's here to explain it all. Plus, a look back at this season's first 6 races.
That ain't gonna work, boys. The dominant car of the day in the wall. Trouble front straightaway, Joey Logano.
Stay tuned for a Texas-sized win next. This Week in NASCAR is brought to you by Geico. And glad you're with us for this special edition of This Week in NASCAR. I would argue that they're all special. Hope you had a great Easter weekend. And joining me is Michael Waltrip. And I know, Michael, you bring your A game every week, but I know you're excited this week. You have been promoting this. This is basically your baby. You want to hear scanner audio.
I do, and I want Jeff Gordon to show up on the set. And let's talk to Jeff about what his day was like and why he made the comments he had. And then in the case tonight, we're going to listen to our scanner. And it's not always the most cheerful interaction between team and crew. The driver's out there, and he's on an island, Steve. That all he's got to tell all of his emotion and explain what's going on in his world is a button. And sometimes when you push that button, you feel like you're King Kong, and you say things that you would never necessarily say right to someone's face. And so that's part of our sport. That's part of the emotion of our sport, and that's what I'm so happy we're going to capture some of tonight and hopefully hear it all year long.
Do you ever have regrets when you lose your temper?
Every day, every race, I always do. I think when the race starts, I said, I'm going to be the nicest person anyone's ever met in their whole life. And when the race is over, I'm going, I do still love y'all. We're still friends, right? I get a little emotional. We all get emotional. We've heard it, and that's really cool in NASCAR racing. You can't listen to a head coach talk to the defensive coordinator. You can't hear what's going on there. In NASCAR, it's all right out there for you to listen to. And tonight, we'll listen to some of that and dissect it.
The Roush Fenway cars have been very good on the intermediate tracks recently, so they were the favorites to visit Victory Lane at Texas. David Rudiman started the race from the pole with Jeff Gordon on the outside. Michael Waltrip started the race from the 34th position. Now, if you've ever listened in on driver and team communications each week during Radioactive, then you know that racing is a sport with a language all its own. To help make sense of this technical talk, veteran crew chief Michael Fatback McSwain has been brought in to offer his expertise, analysis, and perspective. It's time now for an expanded edition of Radioactive from Texas.
Radio check, check 1, 2. 10-4, got you. Check 1, 2. I got you there. You got me okay. 41.
You can't tell me a flat and then a 41 and expect me to know what you're talking about. How to tell me 1 flat, 2 flat, 240 something.
It's all right. It's a 31-71.
Felt good for a few laps, but it's going away on me.
Now we're going to pitch the second time by. Nice blue stop, guys.
I can't hear a word he's saying, man. All I hear is a bunch of frickin' static. How about getting our together with the communications for me?
10-4. Hit time by.
I hear you like you're in here with me, and I can't even hear him at all.
10-4 then, Michael. I heard you on the adjustments and everything else. Got it covered. Crew, just a nice smooth stop.
Don't even talk to me, Booty. You can't get it any better than that. Oh, I don't hear nothing.
Michael is not happy with the car at all. The guys are trying to talk to him about it, and the radio's messing up, and they can't hear him, and he can't hear them. And at that point, the driver's frustrated. The driver attacks the first problem he's got, and that's basically is the radio.
I have switched hand to the any better. Yeah, you sound perfect, but I'm right here in front of you, so I don't know.
Communication breeds confidence.
It does, and you need the right kind of communication at the right time. And you know, the driver, like I said, he pushes the button, he might spout out something that he shouldn't, and I've been guilty of that.
That's the best you sounded all day, for sure, so congratulations. Thank you.
And what's cool, especially with Booty, he'll come back and say, okay, we got you. Now, let's talk about what the problem is. It's a true leader when you got a guy that can filter through all the stuff that the driver's saying and try to cut right down to what's important.
A little bit low on rear grip on exit, but it's getting too tight in the middle, just low on front grip. No tire chatter, just feels like it's got a lot of air in the tires, and the wind is real tricky. Just starting to be a little tight, nagging tight up to the center. You know, spin a little bit on exit, a little bit free in.
His biggest concern is the middle to early exit. He wants to rotate better there so he can stay in the throttle, drive up off the corner harder. He's sliding the front tires on exit. He's not chattering them, which means he's not turning the wheel and they're hopping across the racetrack. So to me, you got to do some kind of maybe a track bar or something like that to get him to rotate a little bit better.
Kurt outside, 2-car outside, clear behind him, 4100.
This is his pit road assignment right here. That's all the cars that are around him on pit road. So he can find his, he starts knowing his 12, 7, 39, 55, and then he's got the 88 in front of him.
That's a great idea.
I like that.
Great idea.
4200, second gear. Pit stop of the year, boys. We need a pit stop here.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here, right here.
Well, I felt terrible for sliding through the pit. We had raced really hard for the first 100 laps of the race, wound up being just the one car away from getting the free pass, and when I came to pit road, I slid through my pit. The guys did a great job recovering.
Be one lane, all the way. One lane, double wide, 3 wide, all the way.
I just lost sight of y'all. I mean, obviously I screwed up, but for some reason I lost the tire and I couldn't pick it back up.
It's all right. Such a long way to go. Your car's real good. You're doing good. Just keep digging. We'll get the lap back.
Yeah, it's been sore.
But as we continued to work on the car, we were making progress and we were getting closer, but I just couldn't quite get over the hump. And so I just wanted to let them know that I knew why we were in that spot. It was on me, and I was going to do all I could to try to get it back for them.
Coming up on This Week in NASCAR, we saw some problems on pit road. We'll review everything.
This Week in NASCAR is presented by Geico, where 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Brought to you in part by the auto parts experts at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. And by Z-Max, performance you can feel.
So we've seen a few lead changes in the early parts of the race at Texas, and Michael Waltrip was trying to get his 55 car to handle just right. Now, this is the part of the race where drivers can try to dial their car in to get it ready for the end of the race. Here's part 2 of Radioactive.
I'll be open this time. You're going to stay out, right, buddy? That's what I want to talk to you about, Ty. We are the last car, like on the lead, one lap down. 83, the 33, the 9, the 44, the 7, all of them are lap down. If they stay, we're going to come. Get tires, okay?
I would vote for staying out, but y'all do whatever you think.
Yeah, I think you got a situation here where driver and crew chief ain't quite on the same page.
If Booty Barker is adamant that I come to pit road, I go straight to pit road. But if he's like, I don't know, let's see what some of those other dudes, what do you think?
I'm up for whatever, so just let me know.
Right, if they come, any of them come now, we'll stay. Get some track position. You call it, Ty.
10-4. 33 and 9 are staying out. 43 is coming.
Come on.
Okay, we're going to come on 4200.
And 4, 4200.
I want that. I love my car right now. I think I need to stay out.
Okay. Good with it. I'm good with you, bro. I'm just trying to finagle any way, but yeah, you got 3 laps green on your tires. So, yeah, have it.
Yeah, 3 laps green, and I got a little air in them,
And in this case, we'd run 3 or 4 laps at Texas, and I liked my car. They made great adjustments. It was handling the way I wanted it to. A lot of cars in front of me decided to pit. I wanted to stay out, grab some track position, and try to get in a position to get the free pass.
Booty felt with his heart the right thing to do was come in after 2 or 3 cars were staying out, and he should stick with it. He should go with his gut. Always go with your first instinct and make your decision and stick with it.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't opposed to that at all, Mike. You know, anytime you want to make that kind of call, hey, that's great. We're just trying to get all we can. Yeah, you're doing good. You're fast. Just keep going. You're going to get your lap back.
Now, I mean, there's going to be a give and take time where you're going to bow down the driver a little bit, but don't let him forget later on in the race. Okay, I gave you your shot. Now, this is exactly what we're going to do.
Could wait for us a little bit. I am. My car's not driving very good now. Oh, you're right behind me. Right behind you, though. Couldn't even see it by the time we were done with that run. Being all greedy out there, running a half second faster, and back here looking like a jump. I was trying to catch the 18. Try to catch them all, man. Go.
At this point, Biff was leading, and Kansas is running pretty good, and they're just kidding around, trying to be relaxed, trying to enjoy the day. Because it's one of those few days where everybody's having a good day. He also might have been reminding him, that he's, don't forget, buddy, here, I'm back here.
Greg Biffle leading Matt Kenseth.
240 underwater. I got some paper, it looks like.
Still a small piece on the right side. The 8 is aware that you're going to pull up to him. Just be careful here. That's Amarillo. Got plenty of room. Just take your time right here and get it off. Nobody around. It's on the right side. Brush back across there. You can't see it from up here. There should be looking down there, buddy.
It's coming down. It's coming down.
All good, all good. Thumbs up here. Thumbs up.
Yeah, basically the driver's job, is to watch the temperatures, watch the gauges. And what he's seen is the water spike up. And so the driver's telling the guys, letting the spotter know, letting the crew know, it's really hot. Maybe there's something on the grill. And the crew is letting him know back that there's some paper on it. So lots of times you'll see the guys pull way, way down or way, way up or back off or pull up real close. And they're just trying to do things with the air to make the paper fall off without having to come in and pit.
That might have been a bad idea to stay out on those 3-lappers too, Booty. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. What can I say?
I called Bodie on the radio and I said, that call back a minute ago on that last caution might have been to get pit and get tires, which is what Bodie thought we should do, and I had elected to stay out.
Every now and then, make the wrong call, right? Yeah, it happens, In the crew chiefing game, that's all right. I'll try to do better next time. Okay, just stay focused. I think you'll be fine. Appreciate it.
And he said, well, I'll get better at this eventually. He just sort of acted like he had made that call, but it's fun to have a crew chief like Booty that you can work with, even when things aren't going exactly right.
They realized that they made a mistake by staying out, and all the guys behind them had new tires on. And this was Michael's way of saying, I'm the driver, you're the crew chief, I'll keep my mouth shut, just tell me what we need to do.
When we come back, more Radioactive from Texas, including some cars having great runs, but ending up with nothing to show for it. This Week in NASCAR is brought to you by Geico. You can own this very picture of Jeff Gordon. Go to speedtv.com, click on the show's tab at the top, and go to the This Week in NASCAR page. Click on the link to email us. Put 24 in the subject line, and you'll be entered in the Picture of the Week giveaway. Please include your shipping address in the email. The winner will be revealed on next week's show. And as always, one entry per email address, please. It's been mainly Roush and Hendrick cars at the front of the field in Texas, but now is when the action heats up. If a driver wants to win the race, this is the time to make the car right. Here's part 3 of Radioactive.
If you're just dialing in, we've got 217 laps down, 117 to go. We have only had 2 yellow flags. And when all of this settles down, Greg Biffle will be the race leader. 20 car lengths over Matt Kenseth?
Turn your B blowers off if you're a little free. I'm not free, I'm pushing.
Uh-oh, smoker.
Blow it up, guys, just blow it up.
That's Ambrose. There's the yellow.
Right on time.
Okay, good job all day. It's unbelievable, actually. Yeah, that was a great job, Michael. That kept us 1 lap down there. It was a good run. All right, just talking about the call a bit while we got the chance. Well, like I said, it's pushing. I don't know what happened. I bumped the wall, but it was, it was fine after that. Then it started pushing, so I don't know if I've hurt my fender or what, but I'm just too tight on exit. 10-4.
Michael, a week ago on This Week in NASCAR, you were talking about how a car may look to the crew chief or the spotter, people in the stands for that matter, like it's handling one way when actually that's a result of something.
Right. The crew chief sitting on the box watching, he sees the car coming off the track, off the corner sideways. He thinks, well, we're loose. And the driver's in there thinking, well, if it would turn back there in the center, it wouldn't be loose. We got into a situation like that in Texas last week where Booty just thought I was loose, which rightfully so. He should have.
That's the way it looked.
It looked that way.
Yeah, only thing I saw is your left side quarter panel is knocked in a little bit. I don't see how in the hell that would affect anything. So what we're going to do, we're going to drop both front tires a half pound, and let's raise the track bar a half. Raise the track bar a half.
The driver, with all the emotion and everything that he's doing, a lot of times he's just going to say, it's tight, it's tight, it's tight. And then the crew chief has to try to get in there and pull more information, gain more insight as to where exactly it's like. What's it doing when you pull into the turn? What's it doing down in the center? How is it off? And all those things have to be discussed, and the only real time to get in depth with it is under caution.
Maybe leave the air out of the left front. Maybe see what that does, but I'm just guessing. Let's do a little, okay, we'll do a little inliner. That way we can let you get going and maybe it won't build. So we'll do that.
I'm sure you'll get too tired from a little bit further back on the lead lap by a couple of them.
4200 at the cone. 5, right here. 4, 3, 2, right here, I'm sorry.
We'll straight foot on the brake.
Greg Biffle, a 4-tire pit stop. He will lose some track position.
Straight, go straight, all the way, 42, all the way up.
4200 to the cone, 4200.
Great job, Michael. We're the last car one lap down, so that's good.
It'd be better if we were the first car one lap down.
True. That's a true statement, yeah.
I seem to have gotten myself in this bind, so I'll keep on working my way out of it.
And basically what he's doing here is just a little break in the race. What he's trying to do is just give the driver information. And I think that's what Booty was just giving him a couple pieces of information that Michael probably didn't have.
Yeah. Just keep doing like you're doing. 111 laps to go. We have to stop one more time, but we can make it.
Jeff Gordon did not pit. He is our leader.
We got to tighten it up. Poor buddy, we're going to come one more time. Just keep doing all you can.
24 looks like the fastest thing out there right now, Carl. He's in P3, and he's at the bottom of both ends. Real good. Everything that's fast is right around the bottom.
There you go, bud. Good job, man. Use that air for all it's worth right here.
David Reagan fell from 4th to 5th to 6th and is now on pit road with problems.
He's running hot.
Yeah, the grill was covered with trash.
Stewart, Edwards, and Gordon in a fierce fight now for the lead.
Great race for the lead off 4. Gordon now will have to drop to the back bumper of Carl Edwards because the lap car of Max Pappas was in his way.
Good job. You are the leader.
It's not that good when we catch other cars and kills us. But you stay with them as best you can. We all got to pit again. Just a few more.
38 laps to go. Carl Edwards, your leader by 5 car lengths over Jeff Gordon. It's another 3 car lengths back to Tony Stewart in 3rd.
Next up, a battle for the checkered flag between two teammates. This Week in NASCAR will be right back. Michael, you'd have to say in just about every race there are some close calls, sometimes more than one.
Yeah, in our case, we made an adjustment that didn't agree with the car, and I was hustling as hard as I could because, I was probably the hardest 50 laps of the whole race for me Sunday was when I was the slowest.
Feels like you blew up the right front, man.
10-4, Michael. 10-4. Just keep hanging. I know you're doing all you can.
There's no hanging. There's no hanging to this. I'm gonna crash. I never felt anything as bad as this.
This is total frustration. I've been working on the car all day. Gets a little bit better sometimes. Doesn't get better other times. We're a lap down. He's tired, he's hot, he's sweaty. And this is when, as a crew chief, you got to step in there and find that little piece to make your driver dig down deep.
We're going to go as long as we can. Get fuel, too, most likely. 3205.
Totally shattered my front tires. Got me in a bind here. I told you they were when I started, and they're now.
Here comes challenged Carl Edwards to get me a lap down. I tried to step it up just a little bit, and I mean, Steve, all but wiped out coming off turn 2. Thing got sideways because it was pushing. I had to correct and got all over the place, and it just was a really difficult time of the race for me because I was doing all I could do just to survive at that point.
Oh, the freaking bitch to drive. He made us so loose in, and he didn't take middle or up.
Once you get into tracks like Texas, where they're running really fast, and they got to find that edge. You got to find the edge. Okay, working the car slide, but I don't slide up into the wall because the cars do slide.
And that brings the caution out. Caution will be out. David Strimmy was running in the 10th position.
Man, I drove the 50 laps of my freaking life there. We just totally got it so messed up, about wrecked, and just sad.
I want Booty to understand how passionate I am about how bad it is right this moment so that he knows, maybe he hears in my voice something that will make him make an adjustment that'll help me get better.
Front tires, just no front grip at all, is that right? Yeah, that would be correct. Yeah, that's right.
He's putting a little emphasis back to the crew chief that, you know, the adjustments you did didn't work, the things we tried didn't work, and I'm doing everything I can. And it's just an exhausted guy who feels like he's put 100% in all day with very little result.
And Carl Edwards has stopped his forward fusion. Pressure's on the pit crew now.
Out there, you're clear, get out there.
Carl Edwards, little bit of a delay again.
Clear out. E11. All right, that's that.
Yeah, but he's not screaming on the radio. I like that.
Well, unfortunately, in racing, there's 43 cars out there. There's one winner.
Jeff Gordon, a comfortable lead, about 10 car lengths.
Jeff Gordon knows when he's out front, he is hard to catch.
Dude, go get him, man. This is your shot.
Yeah, when it's trophy time, it's payday, it's time to get your checks cut. There are no teammates. Each driver's on his own. It's one team, one driver, one crew.
Jeff Gordon trying to hold off Jimmy Johnson. Pop the champagne, Jeff Gordon. The losing drought is over. Gordon wins for the first time at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yes, you guys got me a win in Texas. I love you. Woo! Thanks for the hat. Way to battle. Good job, Michael. That's 24. We got to get better than 24. You know, I was driving my off and got lapped in 50 laps. I ain't done that all day. Then you made the adjustment, and I'll be darned, it was back to a pretty good old car.
I think it's all communication. Everybody communicates different, and you got to learn how to talk to each other during the race if you want to be successful.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, just so we can battle for the future. That way I know what to do and not to do, more so. I got you, though.
Michael, we work in a performance business. There can only be one winner, but how do you guys measure yourselves? How do you calibrate?
You want to get all you can get on a given Sunday, and I felt like on this past Sunday, no fault to anyone, just the way the race unfolded and the way the adjustments we made to our car affected it, we didn't get all we could get.
Now, you've been pushing for this Radioactive special edition. How do you calibrate? How do you measure this show?
Oh, I love this part of the show. I do want everyone to know at home, I love Booty. I love my Napa Auto Parts Camry. And if I sounded like I didn't during the course of the race, that's what this show is going to be all about. When you hear another guy, you're going to have those swings in emotion. That's what makes the fact that you can eavesdrop on these drivers and these teams a lot of fun.
Well, hope you enjoyed it. We did. And like you say, you're on that little island with that button.
I got a button. I feel like Superman.
After this, we'll review the 2009 season, starting with the Daytona 500, where the most dominant car didn't win the race. Stick around. This Week in NASCAR is brought to you by Geico. The 2009 NASCAR season started out the way it always does, in Daytona with the Daytona 500. This year, the race had some big moments, dominating performances, hard wrecks, and also the threat of inclement weather. Here's a look back to the 2009 Daytona 500.
This is our premier event. When it's all said and done and you got all those trophies lined up in the case, that Daytona 500 trophy will be the one you look at the most and remember the most.
There's definitely some weather, so keep halfway in mind. You're ready to pull into victory lane later today.
Pace car is in. Get ready. 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 Green, green, green. In and out. All lined up. Outside. 24 still with you. 3 wide. 3 wide. That's what I'm talking about, big boy. In and out. In and out. Helps coming. Super wearing that right front out. Try not to slide it across the track. You're doing good with it, man. I'm so lonely. Oh, so lonely. I can't go anywhere. I don't know what to do.
Trouble front straightaway, Joey Logano slamming the inside retaining wall.
All right, bud. Yeah, I'm fine.
We're going back under the green flag. Elliott Sadler up front for the first time here this afternoon.
That ain't gonna work, boys. Here we go, Busch, the dominant car of the day in the wall. And 10 cars sliding, slamming into the infield.
We're good. We got it good. Let's go to the garage.
Real rain is about 8 miles out, coming pretty quick, so balls to the wall right here.
The 29 to get Murray here.
Drafting help from Kevin Harvick. He'll go to the point. Harvick to second. Allmendinger third. Elliott Sadler trying to fight back in the outside.
Top 4 single file, use your Murray.
Oh, here we go. There you go. Almirola goes off the nose of Casey Kane.
For the ninth time this afternoon, the caution is on the speedway. It will come out at lap 145.
Should probably just stay out here. It's been raining down there. I think that's what the yellow's for, isn't it?
We're out for a wreck. It's gonna rain, man. It's gonna rain. We're staying out. It's gonna rain.
They're going to bring the cars down the pit lane, and the red flag will be coming out here with 47 laps to go in the Daytona 500.
Okay, cover everything up. Coming.
The race has officially been declared final. It is over. The 2009 champ, Matt Kenseth, the victory in the rain-shortened Daytona 500.
So Matt Kenseth scores the biggest win of his career by claiming the checkers in the rain-shortened Daytona 500. The series then crosses the country to race at the Club Speedway in Fontana, California. The race day is again threatened by rain, but the race comes down to pit strategy.
The speeds at this racetrack are very similar to Daytona, where we started the season, but the racetrack is very different.
Car wants to go straight, you want to go left. There's a big battle going on inside that car every lap.
It's such a wide racetrack that one of the things you have to do is you've got to search around and find the right groove that works.
Well, there's a huge crowd here at the Club Speedway. Green flag is in the air, and they are wheel-to-wheel for the first time up in turn number 1.
Guys are going to be slipping and sliding and trying to pass you, and you got to be sure you don't cut them off or run into the back of them, spin them out. This is the time to give and take. It's early, long way to go.
24 is running just a pinch faster. He's in third now. You're doing great.
It definitely cannot stand to be any looser off of 4. I think the clean air low is going to make him build different, so we're going to make no changes.
Watch your back. He's coming pretty fast.
He wants the lead.
All the way, all 4 wheels below that white line on the apron. Let's see if he can win the drag race down this front straightaway.
Jeff Gordon now will flash by Jimmy Johnson. He'll take the lead.
16 car is coming up strong also.
Whatever you did there, do that again. That's about 3/10 faster than you've been running. Great lap.
It's nice when your car drives decent, you know? Makes it a little more fun.
Daytona 500 champ Matt Kenseth started 24th. He is up to 5th.
Drew, I don't really know what to tell you. I probably wouldn't jack with it too much here. The track's coming to us a little bit.
Oh, we got 130 left. We'll be good, man.
Go. Good job. You guys got me in front again. Give me one more shot. Unfortunately, I don't think we got what it takes to pull it off. I'm going to drive like hell and try.
We're about to find out who's got what left. Green flag back in the air, and Matt Kenseth is on the throttle. He's trying to get away from Jeff Gordon.
Nice job, buddy. Keep hitting those marks. If we can get out, clean air, I mean, we'll be money. Come on, buddy. I believe you. Keep searching.
Now, Matt Kenseth may have some breathing room, but if Kenseth has any kind of bobble at all, Jeff Gordon is going to be right there.
Too tight, guys. Sorry. Bring it home, bud.
Matt Kenseth, only the fourth driver in NASCAR history to win the Daytona 500 and the next race. Checkered flag, third California win for Kenseth and Roush Fenway Racing and Ford.
So I think the mojo is back. Shut up, boys! We're going to have some fun this year.
Matt Kenseth has won here in Southern California.
When we come back, a recap of 2 intermediate tracks on the schedule, Las Vegas and Atlanta. Do you remember who won those races? We've got the answer next. Tune into Speed on Friday for all your NASCAR coverage. It all starts off with nationwide practice at 11 a.m. Catch the Sprint Cup final practice at 3:30, then nationwide and Sprint Cup qualifying at 5:30 and 7. It's a nightcap with trackside, midnight, Friday night. As NASCAR heads to Sin City, Matt Kenseth is 2 for 2 in 2009. Would another driver take the checkered flag and break up the 17 party? Several engine issues came to light in Las Vegas, and in the end, a hometown boy made good. Take a look.
mistake. Jeff Gordon had trouble coming off of third quarter.
Loaded left front tire out. 99 and then we're about to run us over and just come to pit road like that. Turn in. Come on, guys. Back him up, back him up, back him up, back him up. Pushing the clutch. This time, put left sides on it. Caution's out. Caution's out for debris. Here's what I'm thinking, buddy. We're going to back up just a little bit, play a little cautious here. I'm going to get you a little piece of tape off the grill, kind of take care of that oil tank.
Clint Boyer, who chose not to visit the pit lane, will be the race leader. Behind him right now will be Jeff Burton.
Two on turn. And two on turn and all.
Guess who? Kyle Busch comes from the back to lead this race, taking it away from Jeff Burton.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Thank you, guys. I don't believe it. This is awesome. Yes.
The favorite son of Las Vegas, Kyle Busch, will win the Shelby 427.
So Kyle Busch gets his 13th career win at his home track. Following Vegas on the schedule is Atlanta. Mark Martin qualified on the pole, but it was a former champion who found the sweet setup for the race.
Atlanta Motor Speedway will drop the green flag for the 100th time as the Sprint Cup Series will do battle.
Long day here, guys. Long day. Let's just be solid, do what we do, and we'll be in good shape. Appreciate everybody's commitment here.
50-year-old Mark Martin will start the action today in the Cobalt Tools 500. We're already seeing these cars use every inch of the racetrack.
This thing just flipped the switch 2 laps ago into chalk.
Woo! All right, all right.
We've reached that part of the race where Kurt Busch is setting such a torrid pace.
I think we're just getting looser in, tighter in the center, but looser off. Loose in and off is a struggle. Yeah, I'm going to get on like we're just freed up too much. It's out. Caution is out. It's going to be green, white, checkered. But, you know, we'll probably run out of gas here, so I have no problem with pitting. Let's do it.
Now, if I don't have enough gas, I'm really worried.
Pat Tryson, Bob Osborne, those top 3 or 4 cars, they will earn their money, those crew chiefs right here.
4 tires of gas here, guys. 4 tires of gas.
Here comes Kurt Busch in that 2 car.
What a gamble.
On the jack, go on the jack, go on the jack. Let's gamble. Don't pull tires, right? Come around that 24. Go. 3800, but 38. Clear out, clear out, clear out. To the grass here, plenty of room.
Carl Edwards just dusted them.
First car off the pit road was Carl Edwards.
All right, good call. Good job.
Bob Osborne rolling the dice, 2 right side tires.
Any news on how 2 tires handle from anyone? I think we're the first people ever at Atlanta to take 2. All good, buddy. All good. Just go out there and have yourself a blast.
You're not instilling much confidence.
Man, I believe you can do it. I know you a wheel man. You'll make it happen.
Here we go. It's on.
He's outside. Clear. All clear. Trying to work the top here. 1 back.
We've got a tussle. We've got a fight. We've got a war. Your new leader is Kurt Busch in turn 4.
That 2 car is just too strong for everybody today.
Or the drag race to the checkered flag will be won by Kurt Busch in the Miller Lite Dodge.
All right, the man, buddy. Good job, guys. Good job.
There you go, Kurt Busch. That's awesome, buddy. Feels like old times, man. Thank you so much for sticking with us, bud. Woo-hoo-hoo! Great job. Great job. Thanks to 99 for racing us cool.
I believe it's time to spray some beer!
Up next on This Week in NASCAR Special Edition, we head to Thunder Valley for a look back to the Cup race at Bristol, which ends up in a green-white checkered finish. This Week in NASCAR is brought to you by Geico. The Bristol Motor Speedway has progressive banking, meaning you can run up high or you can run the bottom, but it still has plenty of beating and banging. The race in March came down to a battle between the teams from Joe Gibbs Racing and Hendrick Motorsports.
Race number 5 for the Sprint Cup Series. It's always a wild one here at Bristol.
500 laps. We're going to make them all today.
Nice and smooth today, guys. Stuart Jones will be in good shape.
Mark Martin will start the action today. He'll pull the train to turn 1.
Started tight and now it's getting neutral. 10-4, sit on your tires.
Jimmy Johnson slips by the pole sitter, Mark Martin.
You're keeping pace with all these guys behind us, bud.
Right now, battle for the lead shaping up between Johnson and Kyle Busch.
10.5 quicker than him right there.
Kyle Busch makes quick work of Johnson Chevrolet. Kyle Busch now the new race leader.
By 5 lengths, 1 car between you.
I think we're pretty good here for a while. You know, pay attention to what the 48's saying, what the 11's saying. We can keep up with what they're doing.
A little bit free on exit, tight in the center. Just chattering all the 4 tires right now.
Better center, just a titch worse exit. But I like it both.
Kyle Busch continues to be the race leader, and he's got some open racetrack.
Got a spin on the back. Caution's out.
Back it down, low, go low, go low. Is there any way we can just quit now? Son of a... This is short track racing.
With only about 56 laps to go, pit road will be a very busy place as Kyle Busch pulls the leaders in.
Wheel straight, foot on the brake. Ready. Stop, check it up.
The big loser in that exchange, Jimmy Johnson.
I'll have her back there.
Don't really know just yet, bud.
Kyle Busch went on to pit road as the leader. He stays there.
Good job, guys. Thanks.
Pair of Toyotas lead the way here in the late going at Bristol. It's Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin.
We're all right on the long run. We chatter the rear tires on the short run. Just get too loose. 5 to go. Blowing up behind you. 20's blowing up. Caution's out. Caution's out. Caution's out. Caution's out.
Single file restart here to decide the Food City 500 at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and Kyle Busch will bring them back to the start-finish line.
Green, green, green.
We're in overdrive, 2 laps to go.
Less than 30 seconds. We'll know the winner of this thing.
Kyle Busch rockets out of turn number 4, takes the white flag.
White flag.
Kyle Busch is going to survive the green-white checkered finish and win the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Good job, man. Awesome job. Always wanted to win one of these things here.
Sizzling red hot this season. Already 2 W's. Nobody could put a glove on Kyle Busch.
When we come back, a battle on the short track. The Martinsville race offered up plenty of exciting moments, including several daring moves to take the lead. We'll be right back.
This Week in NASCAR is presented by Geico, where 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the new 2010 Ford Fusion. Get in and drive one.
5 races into the 2009 Sprint Cup season, and Hendrick Motorsports has yet to visit Victory Lane. But past performance would tell you that Hendrick cars could run up front at Martinsville. Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson have combined for 9 of the past 12 race wins at that half mile. Here's a look back at the Martinsville race, March 29th.
This racetrack has hosted NASCAR Sprint Cup Series races every year since the division's inception in 1949.
Always at Martinsville, brakes are so important getting down in the corner. If you want to win this race, you got to have them at the end. Green racetrack, we've got no rubber on the track, so you got to take care of those right side tires early on.
Good luck today, buddy. Get that clock.
Win this on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win this!
Nobody better around here than you, man. You know how it takes, what it takes to win.
Green flag goes in the air, and Jeff Gordon and Kurt Busch going to race down to turn number 1.
Turn really good to the middle on cold tires. Now as I get going there, it stops turning. Real good, though.
Nobody really shoving everybody around at this stage of the race. We'll get to that before it's over, that's for sure.
Sort of getting a little tight in the center, Mike. Having to check up, use the brake a little bit before gas on exit. 10-4, I'm watching the brakes. Everything looks good.
Denny Hamlin doing everything he can right now. Banging on each other. The patience for the moment has been checked at the door.
I have to let him go here, because if he touches me again, I'm going to freaking knock his head off. Nice and smooth and drive away from him. We don't make any good adjustments during the race. It's the most frustrating thing in the world to think that we're better than what we are. Okay, I'm the car owner, Greg. You listen to me. Let's just drive this thing. Everyone's trying. Plow my ass off to the middle, and I had to heat everything up right there doing all this stupid racing. I don't know what I need. I suck. I can't get off the corner.
Triple turn 4, getting turned around. Kyle Busch is smoking it.
Caution's out. Ease it back. Ease it back. It's a jungle out there.
Jimmy Johnson is going to be the first off of pit road in front of Denny Hamlin.
Good stuff, boys.
Everybody tightening the seat belts. Fans are standing on their feet, want to see this finish.
Be ready. Green flag.
45 laps to go.
For Denny Hamlin, he's going to dive to the inside.
Look out, here goes Denny Hamlin immediately diving under Jimmy Johnson.
That was a big boy move to grab the lead away from Jimmy Johnson by Denny Hamlin.
Clear, clear, clear. Attaboy. All right, bud, you can get it back. You can get it back.
Johnson to the inside of Hamlin. He bangs him, and Jimmy Johnson takes the lead with the bump and run in turn 3.
That's exactly what I thought might happen.
Boy, Johnson used a little hustle and a lot of muscle.
Great, great job.
Jimmy Johnson wins at Martinsville on the 25th anniversary of Hendrick Motorsports.
The Hendrick domination continues at Martinsville Speedway.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, thank you. I wanted that one. I want that one pretty bad.
I've been doing everything I could to get that one for you.
Thanks for joining us for this special edition of This Week in NASCAR. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us next Monday night for another edition of Twin. Michael Waltrip and Greg Biffle will be here. See you next week.